Hey Chain Gang, happy Monday and welcome to Monday Fun Day. I am so excited to share with you all some of the amazing takeaways from Welcome to Director this weekend. It was an amazing weekend with so much inspiration, and I really loved hearing the vision and insight and getting insight into the future of Stella and Dot. And my main takeaway from the whole experience is that we are just on the precipice of something really huge. This is the evolution of fashion, the evolution of retail, and we are poised and ready to just completely blow the lid off of this opportunity and this business. So I'm excited to bring that to you. Of course, this is a live video on our team page, so some of you might be able to hop on. I see Catherine just hopped on. Hello, hello. Say hi when you hop on here. Let me know that you're out there. Would love to say hello. But don't forget to, this is a live video, so you might be watching the playback. And I created that event to just notify you all that I was going to be going live because I thought you might be excited to hear some of these takeaways. But of course, you can always watch it at your own convenience. So this is, as always, your business, your way, and that includes little things like this, which I love, that you have the option to take a minute out of your day and check it out or hop on later. Hey Lisa, I see that you just hopped on too. All right, so again, as I just mentioned, we are, this is the evolution of fashion and retail, and we're just have this day one opportunity where we are, having this brand new opportunity where if you feel like maybe, oh gosh, if I could have gotten into Stella and Dot earlier and really, laid the groundwork at the very beginning, that would have been better. Well, that, you can totally erase any thoughts like that out of your mind because we really have that ground floor opportunity right now. And really the main thing with that is that we are now, we're continuing on with apparel and expanding that category of our business. And this is really how we blow the lid off of your Stella and Dot business. You've probably heard this before, but I'm going to say it again. Apparel is expanding our opportunity by 11 times. That because the way that you have that number is that the statistic is that women spend 11 times more annually on apparel than they do on accessories. So this is really making your product that you offer to women a lot more of what they want and what they're looking for. And women want to shop the look. That's really where the trend is going in retail, where people, see a whole cute outfit combined together, whether that's on Instagram or their favorite blogger wearing it or something that they see you wearing, of course, and they want to just easily shop the whole look. So we're able to offer that now, and that's a direction that we're going to continue on with. There are going to be some tweaks that are going to make it simpler, easier, really great in this business for anyone who's from someone who's doing several trunk shows a month to someone who's only doing one trunk show a month, where this is still going to be really accessible and really still an amazing business opportunity at every level. So just a little bit of insight into the direction of design where we're going with apparel is that the concept is called Everyday Weekend. This is basically elevated, comfy, chic basics that you can dress up or down, and it's really reflecting where fashion is going generally in society. So just in general, the way that people dress has gotten way more casual, whether that's in the workplace or in social situations. So this is going to be this perfect intersection between casual, yet these really sleek silhouettes that you can dress up or down that have really nice detailing and drape that's going to make it really flattering, and these sharp price points that make it really appealing to the customer. And it really is in a white space of what's available on the market, in the marketplace. So what does that mean? So they have plotted, if you imagine a graph, they showed us a slide with a picture of this graph of the x-axis being casual to dressy, and then the y-axis being the price point, low to high. We're right here in the middle of that, and they had examples of other retailers that are out there that were plotted all along these axes. And there's this white space right in the middle where it's this kind of middle between casual and dressy, middle price point offering that no one's really doing this. And so we're going to do it, and we're going to do it really, really well. It's going to be great pieces that are easily accessorized. So one thing that Blythe was saying is, before we were offering apparel, one challenge that they would face with styling the lookbook was finding apparel pieces that were great for wearing necklaces with and that went well with all the jewelry. So that, you're still creating this blank canvas for all the accessories that we're still going to, obsess over and love and offer forever and ever. So if you're thinking about this, again, honing it back in onto the idea of our opportunity, and just think to yourself, think about your customers and, taking away you as an option for them to shop with. How many of them do you think have shopped for clothes online in the past 60 days? Just think about that. Yeah, I'm going to go with all, right? Like everyone has probably bought clothing online in the past 60 days, right? So now taking that same question, how many of those same women do you think have purchased accessories? Again, ruling out you, not including you, how many of them do you think that have purchased accessories in the past 60 days online? 0, right? Probably not anybody. So that is really the opportunity that we have here for our customers to get what they want online, which is clothing. And keep in mind too, the statistic that 70% of tops that are being sold are being sold by stylists who have never sampled that top. So women are buying them online. They're buying them from the pictures in the lookbook at a trunk show without ever trying it on. That's what people are used to, right? So if you just have a few examples of the tops at your style sessions moving forward, and we're gonna get a whole slew of training on exactly how to smartly sample tops and apparel based on what level you're planning to operate your business at, so that you can make a smart investment and be profitable. So stay tuned for that and more exciting updates there. Okay, so the other piece that I just loved was anytime I can hear Jessica speak, I just want to soak it all in. I mean, she is absolutely brilliant, and I am always just hanging on every single word. And I love hearing from her just genius business mind, speaking about the vision of the company and the strategy, and really why we're doing the things that we're doing. And on that note, I wanted to take a moment to really emphasize that you're a businesswoman. So no matter whether you are doing this business and you want to do 4 trunk shows a month, or 1 trunk show a month, or 1 trunk show a quarter, get your mind wrapped around the idea that you're a businesswoman. You are an entrepreneur, and this is your business, right? So I think that we almost approach this too often in much too casual of a way, and we don't give ourselves enough credit. And the reality is, if you are just considering this this silly little side hobby, or that little jewelry thing that you do, or if you're not really taking it seriously and taking yourself seriously, no one else is going to either. So again, no matter what level you want to scale your business at, whether it's, again, 1 trunk show a month, 2 trunk shows a month, 4 trunk shows a month, however many customers you want to serve, you're a businesswoman. So I loved hearing about the business strategy. And when you have your business, which we all do, you want to think about what is your strategy for new customer acquisition, and then what's the lifetime value of each customer. And if you were proposing a new business and seeking out investors, the investors would want to ask you, what's your cost to acquire a new customer, and what's the lifetime value of that customer? And of course, you would want the lifetime value of the customer to outweigh the cost to acquire them. Now, keeping that in mind, we are so lucky that we have these genius business people to create the entire strategy of our business for us. But I think it's really important for us to be aware of that and to create our own business plan on our scale. So if you're thinking about how you acquire your new customer and what the cost of that is, for us, it's really just our time, because the customer acquisition tool that we have is the trunk show. And the host rewards are what makes that something compelling, that makes it something that someone wants to do. And that's paid for by Stella and Dot. So how lucky are we that we get to do that? So what we're doing to invest in acquiring those new customers is taking the time to reach out, to offer trunk shows, and maybe you're doing that right there at your trunk show, working really efficiently to set up that next in-person event, and the time that you're actually there at the show. That's how you're going to acquire your new customers. I love that Jessica pointed out that so many digital native brands, for example, if you're familiar with Warby Parker, which is the online eyeglasses brand that allows you to try on the glasses at home and send them back, and you can look at them online. So a lot of these digital native brands that started off as totally an e-commerce brand are going offline for new customer acquisition. Why is that? That's because social media sites like Facebook and search engines, Google, are not offering as much free traffic as they have in the past. So for the past decade, companies like ours, like Stella and Dot, other retailers, have really benefited from this free flow of new customers that have been able to find these retailers on social media and search engines. However, they're not nonprofits, right? Google and Facebook want to make money, so they're wisening up in an increasingly rapid way, and you're going to have to pay to play. So that free traffic's not going to be there anymore. So Warby Parker, a lot of these other digital native brands, as I mentioned, are going offline. They're doing pop-up shops. They're creating a brick and mortar location where customers can have a destination to shop that brand. They're doing pop-ups in other retailers. Does that sound kind of like what we do? I think so, right? So keep in mind, again, that in-person event is where you're going to acquire those new customers. Okay, now I had mentioned that lifetime value of the customer too. That's an important piece. At this point, only about 30% of customers who shop at a trunk show will shop with us again. That's actually pretty standard across the industry for about a third of your customers to become repeat shoppers. However, if someone shops with us a second time, they're 50% more likely to shop a third and fourth time. So when home office is looking at these statistics, thinking all that through, they ask, okay, so how can we even just lift that repeat shopping rate by 5%? And what would that do for our business? Well, from a full Stella and Dot perspective, that actually looks like $30 million more in revenue. But for us, what would that look like for you? And how are you going to impact that number? That's where our new Style Club is going to come in. You guys, this is a huge sneak peek. I am telling you a major insider scoop right now. And Style Club is going to be a huge game changer to make our business a lot easier, a lot more efficient, and to really be able to build better relationships with our customers in a way that is going to be pressing the easy button. So what this is going to be is it's going to be a loyalty club. I'm not going to get into all the details, but stay tuned because all the details are going to be coming out on this May 1st. There's going to be training from May 1st to 11th that you can tap into. We'll definitely have times where we can talk about it here, but this is something to be really excited about. This is going to be a huge game changer, and I cannot wait for us to get to enroll our first Style Club members and be able to share this at the trunk show and give people this really compelling, really rewarding program that compels them and is going to have them want to shop with you again and again and really view you as their personal stylist. So give me some hearts and likes and stuff if that's something that you're really pumped about. And I really think this is going to be a big driver for future sales. Okay, I had mentioned that easy button, and that's going to really be part of the Style Club idea, is really going to help with that. But we also want to keep our opportunity simple. We don't want this to be an overly complicated thing because this is a side gig. This is a side hustle for really busy women who have full-time jobs, who have kids, who have other obligations, other hobbies and interests. So with our opportunity expanding into a huge, much huger, much larger category apparel, how do we keep this simple and fun? Well, we are going to be having some really exciting new tools added to Mimi. As Mimi continues to grow up, she's really turning into our full digital assistant and digital coach. So there's going to be a lot more prompting and reminders and, little things like following up with customers, things like that, that it's so easy to let them slip through the cracks. Mimi's going to help you out with that. Additionally, just keeping the sampling simple. So we now have, of course, that Stack Up the Style program, which you received in your inboxes. We've talked about it on our team page, and I'm actually going to be reaching out to everyone on my team over the next couple of days who might be close to hitting the next level because it's so new. I know some people might not even really know that that's something that they're earning towards, but that really gives you a way to earn product for the next season based on what you did in the current season, so right now. So that is really going to make it easy to continue to reinvest, not over reinvest, not over sample. I know that when we introduced the monthly style drops, that created some overwhelm in terms of sampling. We're not going to stop having the monthly style drops, but they are going to be simpler. So it's going to be back to just what it always was, where we have our 4 major line launches. Each month prior to that, there'll be a pull forward capsule launch. We've always had that. And then in those 4 other months where we've been having the style drops, which made it a little bit more confusing, there's still going to be new product coming out, but it's going to look something like, hey, maybe the best-selling Georgia hoops in silver. So a piece that you don't need to sample, or that's going to be something that's really limited edition, that's designed to sell out and drive some scarcity marketing, but it's going to be really clearly labeled, limited edition, do not sample. So that's going to be so much easier now. So we have that quarterly Stack Up the Style. There's simple apparel sampling options added into that where you can get a discount on apparel. And I just want to note too, the vision with offering the apparel and having samples of apparel at your shows is not that these are all your clothes that you wear. So accessories, it's different. Of course, you can wear and share absolutely everything. But with the apparel, the idea is that you might have a couple different sizes of a couple things at your show that are just there for samples. And then you're going to include those in your sample sale at the end of the season so that you can recoup some of your investment. I just want to note that because I think it will be really important for each of us as businesswomen to be smart about thinking of what are my actual samples versus what am I just shopping for my own wardrobe, because it could be really easy for it to just spiral to where you're buying like every single top, kind of telling yourself it's a business cost. Of course, no matter whether you are having them as your samples or as the pieces you want to wear, they're going to be a tax write-off for you. But just have that in mind so that you can be really smart and remain profitable. I think that's really important. Okay, a little bit more about the product, because I know that you're, I'm sure, really excited about that. I know you loved a couple of the sneaks that I posted from seeing the new fall product at the design studio. But with the product and where we're going in apparel, again, it's that everyday weekend concept. And we're going to start having some signature apparel styles. So some of the best sellers that we've already seen, like the Wren top, the Addie poncho, are going to be sort of like signature Stella and Dot styles that are going to continue to come out in new colorways. So from a sampling perspective, it will be, once you kind of have your sample Addie poncho, you don't need to keep buying it in every new color. You just have one. We're also going to buy more deeply into the clothing so that it's intended to last for a full 6-month season. So that's going to alleviate some of the frustration with styles selling out. I mean, I know I had my trunk show yesterday and women were loving all the tops and a ton of sizes were sold out. So it's kind of a bummer that I can't sell it to them. It's coming back in a month or two, so I'm going to reach out to them then. But that's just a little bit of the growing pains. And, on the one hand, it's awesome that we have such demand for our tops that they are selling out. But like I said, that's going to be alleviated moving forward as we buy more deeply into the styles and as we have more historical data so that our inventory planners can plan better for what we need. Another really cute top that's coming out that's going to be one of those signature styles is like this zippy sweatshirt. So it's like kind of like this, like a crew neck sweatshirt. It's going to be a little bit longer in the back than in the front because we all have our bums covered. And then on the sides, it has these zippers. And I know that's going to come out in a blush camo, which everyone's going to be obsessed with, maroon, and black with rose gold zippers. Obsessed. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited for all of you get to see all of the apparel as it begins to roll out. And then from accessories, we're sort of having like this 10-year moment. The year is our 10-year anniversary. So it's going to be sort of this 10-year heritage anniversary collection where there's going to be collections built out around some of our iconic styles. So you already saw the mixed metal Renegade bracelet that's going to be coming out. So thrilled about that. But there's actually even a necklace, a pair of earrings, and a couple of other pieces that are in this Renegade collection. There's also going to be a Pegasus collection that there's going to be a Pegasus cuff bracelet, which is absolutely stunning, some Pegasus chandeliers. So those are some really exciting pieces, as well as just really beautiful everyday essentials, some gorgeous statement pieces. There's a whole collection of bags that's spinning off of this zippers idea that's going on with the zippy sweatshirt, where there's like a zipper on the bag that allows it to expand wider or stay like more of a polished silhouette. So a lot of really, really exciting things coming from a product standpoint. And as we continue forward, we're going to increase the focus on our materials, our design, and our quality, because it's, just come to light that that's something that we don't talk about enough, and that, you might not even know, and really our customers don't know, that these are really couture level items that we're offering at disruptive price points. And I think the more that people know that, the more excited they're going to be about our collection. Like, you guys, our bags are made in the same factory as Prada. Hello, like, this is not, junky costume jewelry. Like, these are designers who have worked at Dior and LVMH and Marc Jacobs and every luxury brand, as well as fine jewelry companies. And we're using the same techniques, and even some techniques that like nobody does that. So just for example, like, if you look at our jewelry, every single stone, we custom facet the stones. That's insane. Like, our designers sit there and they make a model with this special blue, it's like this hard blue wax, and they create the exact facets that they want on the stone, which are like the different like cuts into the stone. So they take that and then they send it to the factory where they cut the stones, and then the factory uses that model as a guide to actually replicate those exact facets. Now, what other companies would do is they would just walk into warehouse or wherever have you, and just there would be piles and piles of pre-faceted cut stones where just like every single plane is exactly symmetrical, exactly the same, so that they're just these like stock pieces. What that does is it creates just this much more elevated level of design, so much more visual interest. And really, Blythe expressed that when she creates each individual design, or of course when they do as a team, they're asking for every single piece in the line, does this look like it could be a one-of-a-kind piece? And that's the level of design, the level of quality and craftsmanship that we're able to offer to our customers. So that's really exciting, and I can't wait for us to be able to market that more. But that's basically, my top takeaways from the weekend and what's really exciting about what's to come with Stella and Dot. So I hope that all of you are just as excited and can find some of that like day one enthusiasm where, this is ground one, and it doesn't matter if you haven't done a trunk show in months and months and months. Like, people are way more excited about the line than they've been in quite some time. Apparel is absolutely the right direction to go into. It is just completely blowing the lid off of what we have to offer in our businesses. And, if you want to dive back in, and this is definitely the time to do it. So, wrapping up with that, I just wanted to share with you all what I'm doing this week, what my goals are for the week ahead, and how I'm doing it. My goal, number one, I have a goal to sell $1,100 before the end of April so that I can hit stellar with 5,000 in sales for the month. I definitely want that added commission raise and extra $100 product credit that comes along with that, because hello, I saw what's coming and I'm going to want like practically everything. So how I'm doing that, I don't have any more trunk shows left, so I'm really going to have to focus in on personal outreach. I have 2 open trunk shows, so I'm absolutely going to be reaching out and working with those hostesses to collect outside orders and bump up the sales on their shows. I also have my April birthday customers to reach out to. And coming up, we have Teacher Appreciation and Mother's Day. So those are some great ways to reach out personally and offer personal styling. I also have a goal to sponsor 2 more new stylists to really spread our impact even more. Our offer is just way too good not to share, and our opportunity, like aforementioned, is better than ever. So I have quite a few women who I've warmed up already this month, who are maybe people that I've talked to about it in the past and it wasn't quite the right timing. So I've already warmed them up to let them know about the sign-up special. So I'll follow up with them. And I'm also going to reach out to all of my Q1 hostesses and tops customers to let them know about it too. And just throw out that casual offer and a casual compliment and say, hey, I know you love the line. I would love to share this special with you. What do you think? And just let them decide. Then third and final goal is that I'm looking ahead to my May calendar, and I want to book up May. I already have 3 on the calendar, and I want to book at least 1 more this week. So I'm going to offer that show casually to the trunk show guests that I've had from this month when I follow up with them about their order. I'm really honing back in. It's something that I've really dropped the ball on is my customer care follow-up, and that is not a place that I want to be slacking. I really need to make sure that I'm treating each one of those customers like the absolute gold that they are, and making sure they know that they can get the rest of their favorites for free just for getting their friends together. And I'm also going to offer a show to anyone who says not right now to the opportunity, or says no, whether they're not interested or whether it's just not the right timing. Would love to get them a free shopping spree in May instead. So that's what's on my agenda. I would love to hear what your goals are too, or if you want to do it with me. Maybe you have a sales goal, maybe you have a sponsoring goal, maybe you have a booking goal, or maybe some combination of all 3. I would love to do it together. So let me know in the comments what you're going for, and I would love to be able to brainstorm together and share ideas. All right, you guys, have an awesome week. Hope it's super productive, positive, and that you have a lot of fun, and can't wait to see what you accomplish over the next 8 days before April ends. Bye.